Hey everybody, and welcome to The More You Learn. Today we will be talking about what research is and methods of conducting it. Additionally, we will discuss the do's and don'ts of conducting research. There are multiple possible definitions for the word research. I think the most accurate definition is a well-referenced and systemic collection of data from credible sources conducted in an unbiased way. In my opinion, the most important aspect of this definition is the ending. If research is conducted in a biased or skewed way, then it can erroneously confirm theories that are not factual. This is why it is important research conditions and sources are heavily scrutinized during the process. Although the means to conduct credible research has never been easier in the modern technological era that we live, people have also never been lazier. The common answer that we hear in normal reflex is Google it when questions are asked. Most people simply click the first answer that Google gives them and do not deep dive for better sources. When conducting research, you cannot simply type your question and use the first answer that you find and end there. Legitimate research is done in a variety of ways and requires more thorough analysis of the data. There are several methods that can be utilized. Some of these methods include empirical research, which is knowledge based on information. All methods mentioned here fall in this category. Experimental studies would be things such as scientific research in a laboratory or social science research that involves controls. Non-experimental studies would be things such as polls, surveys, interviews, or documented observations of events. A causal or comparative study is a research method that compares people within a control or experimental group. The people in these two groups have similar demographic characteristics aside from one control and compare their outcomes of interest to discover a root cause. Quantitative research is research that involves numerical data and is statistically analyzed. This typically involves large quantities of data, and the goal is to confirm a theory that is held by the researcher. Qualitative research is research that is in written form, with the goal of interpreting the data collected. Usually this would have a smaller sample size than quantitative research. An example of this would be individual interviews centered around exploring a research topic from several purposely chosen relevant sources. When conducting research, there are several important do's and don'ts of research. Do not use sources that are biased if it can be avoided, since this can affect the credibility of the data. Do use reliable sources of information that can be verified as truthful. Do not manipulate data, since this will taint the results and credibility of your research. Instead, you should present the data with integrity and address any possible conflicts of interest with information collection head-on so that the audience can be aware. Do not use unethical methods of conducting research, such as unfair treatment, risk of harm, or violations of autonomy. The researcher has an ethical and legal responsibility to protect the research participants' information, freedom of choice, and safety in a just manner. In future videos, I will explore these research methods further and methods of statistical data analysis. I hope this video was informative for you. I really enjoyed making it. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and comment on what topic you would like to learn about next. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.